Social media can be a huge time suck for a lot of people. You don't know if you're putting out content that people are reading, if they're driving anyone to your site, and just if there's really kind of any point for your business to put this information out there. Well, I want to show you something in Google Analytics that's going to help you figure out if social media is driving traffic to your site and the best days for you to use social media. So when you come into your Google Analytics account, this is under the under acquisition. I scroll down here to social and I choose network referrals. When I choose network referrals, I can see which channels are driving traffic to the website in question. So for this particular site in this time period, the top driver of traffic was Twitter, few from WordPress, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn's SlideShare. So you could see though that for the time period, Twitter was the best one. So when you're looking at here, you can, again, you get a feel for if, depending on how you're doing social media, if you're putting a ton of time into Facebook. So let's say for this account, they're posting on Facebook every day. They just spend a lot of time on there and see there's only one session. Well, then it may be that Facebook maybe isn't a good channel for that particular business, or maybe they need to look back at their posts and see if they're just really all promotional, or if they're really putting stuff out there that's engaging that people would want to, would want to read about. So this tells you how you're doing with your channels. Now, most people's favorite feature in analytics I've found when I talk to them is finding out when they should post to social media. So we've looked at the networks, and then our secondary dimension is going to be day of the week name. So when I click on this, I'll see my social networks in the day of the week. So over here, let's see if I can move this over a bit. So you can see that Twitter, it was kind of across the board, with channels. Tuesdays and Wednesdays were the most popular, in this case. Let's see, and with Facebook and LinkedIn, again, in this example, it's hard to see because there were so few channels. But what you would want to look at here is, let's go back. Well, I'll use Twitter as an example, that if you're, posting on Twitter several times a day, and you look at the day of the week, and let's just say you have most of your sessions or your referrals from Twitter to your website are on a Tuesday. Well, then you would know that for you, Twitter on a Tuesday is a good driver of traffic for your site. Same kind of thing if you were posting on Facebook. Let's say you posted on Facebook 7 days a week, but you found that your links were only being clicked on and driven back to your site mostly on Fridays and Saturdays. Well, then that might be a better time for you. So again, this is a way for you to, there's different people will tell you the best days of the week that you should post. This one will tell you the best days of the week to post based on your own data. So let's just go back again real quick. Let me show you how I got here. I was in acquisition, my analytics account. I went to social, and I went to network referrals. And this is just, again, so when you go in here, you've just got the straight list of your social network. I had to go to secondary dimension in order to get day of the week name, and then that sliced and diced it. So it's going to be very valuable to look at this. If you are doing a lot of posts on social media, you might decide that there's some days that really just don't make sense for you to do, or there's other days where you should increase your social media activity. So come in here and take a look, and you can have some recommendations on what to do with your own account based on the history.